Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning the Super Bowl. And Justin Timberlake, what did you think? I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music. Just to be clear, we do not cover artists like Justin Timberlake on this channel. Rock History Music is basically for classic rock, but since the demo of classic rock was watching the Super Bowl, we thought we'd touch on Justin Timberlake's halftime show. What did you think? As a broadcaster for 35 years, I've been there playing NSYNC songs and Justin Timberlake songs on the radio. All of them, every single last one of them. It's not music I would ever buy in a million years, but I can understand the power it might have on its audience. It's just not geared towards me. So I tend to stay away from award shows because they're not geared towards me either. Did you watch the Grammys? I did not. I watched the highlights and that was difficult to watch. So the halftime show is kind of like that. And I mean, I thought about the demographic in that audience of, you know, those really serious rockers from the 60s and 70s in that audience and what they would have thought of that. Were they tuning out? Were they watching it? Were they enjoying it? And of course, that reaction we're not going to get right away, even with social media. Most of the reaction is coming from people watching it on TV. And the reaction has not been good for Justin Timberlake so far. Of course, a lot of folks are still going after him for the Prince tribute. Even though he didn't do the hologram, there was backlash. He canceled it. There was still him singing I Would Die For You with Prince on stage with that big screen that looked very realistic. And everyone was sharing the quotes from Prince yesterday saying he thought that those kind of holograph things were demonic. I'm paraphrasing, of course, and he was not big on those kind of tributes. And a lot of folks were saying that, of course, Justin Timberlake should never share the stage or be mentioned on the same stage as an artist like Prince, who was a lot more of a musician. I mean, I know that's debatable on what a musician is. Some people say Jennifer Lopez is not a musician and Cher's not a musician, but then Led Zeppelin's a musician and Deep Purple are. I can understand that. And a lot of folks calling Justin Timberlake just really, really lucky. I think he's worked really hard at what he does. Again, I'm not a fan of his, and I don't gravitate towards performers who dance a lot on stage. It's just not my thing. And if they dance a lot, that means they're lip syncing. And let's not get into a debate on whether Justin Timberlake was lip syncing tonight. Of course he was lip syncing. The best athlete in the world would do those moves and be out of breath. The other side of that is most people who perform on those types of shows, like award shows as well, they lip sync everything. So I found myself stepping back and saying, okay, these are the type of performers who dance. These are the type of performers who lip sync. If I was going to grade someone and just say that is the boundaries, that's what they do. Was it a good show? And I thought it was okay. Because I can't get past the fact that those kind of shows get on my nerves. You know, I tried to be objective, but I couldn't. I just kept going. And my wife was beside me and I was moaning through some of the performance. But that doesn't mean it was bad. It was not good for me. Because I'm really clear on what I like and I don't go to a concert to see people dance. But if you do, you might have really liked it. And that's okay. Needed to get that off my chest. What he did was incredibly difficult. The dance moves were really well done, but they got on my nerves too. I don't know. I can't. I had to fast forward some parts. It was difficult for me to watch. But you are fantastic with your feedback. We always love, I read every single one. We all do. Read every single one of the comments that you leave on our channel. So I want to know what you thought of the performance tonight. What did you think? Could you be objective if you didn't like him? I'm curious. Could you step back? I couldn't remember and say, okay, of that ilk, was this okay? It's easy to judge. It's hard to do what he did up there. But I've always said the same thing. You either like Justin Bieber or you don't. You can't tell someone what to like. They don't like it. They don't like it. Remember when we were 16 years old, we'd go, how could you like that band, man? You're crazy. Well, now we're old enough to know that you can't help it. You either like something or you don't. I want to know what you think. Leave your comments. I'm all fired up tonight. Also, please share our videos and subscribe to our channel. We can't say that enough. It's very important for us to get subscribers. We're hoping to get 25,000 this year. We're well on our way to doing that. That would mean a lot to us. And we always appreciate your support. I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music.